I received this a video about this Abdul here. For me, I don't use TikTok. Actually, when I open this TikTok, I notice how much faith in TikTok. Like, you know, you see a lot of videos, naked women, etc. Crazy, very, very, very disgusting application, TikTok. And I advise none of you to use it. I mean, don't use it. But anyway, just for the purpose of our video. So this is a video made by this guy about Sheikh Uthman Ibn Maftouk taking his wife. But what is the story? Usually I don't talk about those private matter. You know, this is not my business. I mean, somebody divorced, somebody get married. This is his business. Never put your nose in something private. But this is more than a private. And he is telling his story. So let us listen to his story and see what's going on. All right? Again, I am not really interested in his private life, but he published it online, you know, willingly, and I use it to show you how you cannot trust a Muslim and why Muslims don't trust Muslims. Let us hear first what happened with this guy.
Grant you Jannah, Ameen, Ya Rab. So a week ago, almost a week ago, you asked Sheikh Uthman how to find a good wife.
Just to go back, he was talking to Sneeko. So this video is made and sent for Sneeko. And you know, I mean, look who is their friends and their advisor, Sneeko. I mean, the guy, he don't even know how to say two words together. And obviously is a street boy. And you are asking Sneeko for something? What are you asking Sneeko for? Listen carefully. Shocking act from Sheikh Uthman. What is that act?
Barakatuh, brother Sneeko. MashaAllah, God bless you.
Yes, MashaAllah.
Grant you Jannah, Ameen, Ya Rab.
So
a week ago, almost a week ago, you asked Sheikh Uthman how to find a good wife. So you ask him two methods to find a good wife. You ask him about dating apps. He said no. And you ask what about OnlyFans. He's like, I don't know what is OnlyFans is. This is totally fine. Yeah. Sheikh Uthman doesn't use those methods. He uses a better method, exactly totally different. That's what fits his style. Subhanallah, may Allah guide us all. So he will wait. I'm gonna tell you the the process. He is gonna wait for a friend and see if he can help him. For example, a brother, which is me, I reached out for him because he's a sheikh to fix our marriage. So what I did is I gave him...
Hold on. Before he continue, there's a picture on the top. I want to show it to you. He is posting it. Sheikh Uthman married us in the same day of this picture. So because Uthman supposedly is the imam of the mosque where they live, so this guy, he married an Islamic marriage. And who is the one who performed the ceremony, which is a stupid ceremony, like they put a tissue from the kitchen and the top of each hands, and they say, do you accept this woman, blah, 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 you know. Anyway, so Sheikh Uthman is the one who performed their marriage, and they are close friends, very, very, very close. They are brothers. They are really brothers. And as you see here, he took a picture with Sheikh Uthman the day Uthman married him as a sheikh to his wife. Now, for sure, you will not see the wife because the wife's Muslims, you know, she will be in the bed waiting naked. So, Uthman is the one who did the ceremony of marriage between this guy and his wife. Okay. So now we continue because you know, like in the video, you did not see that part where he is showing. That's why I wanted to stop the video so you can see a better image. All right. So now. Let us go a little bit back so we can, you know, carry on.
So he will wait. I'm gonna tell you the the process. He is gonna wait for a friend.
Guys, what is the problem? The guy, he got married from other women, from a woman. Sheikh Uthman is the one who performed the marriage. What the problem? Why this need explanation? This guy talking about his wife. He married us. Do you think he married Uthman? Like, does it come to your mind that he is saying that he married from Uthman? So he married his wife, and the one who performed the marriage is Uthman. Is it complicated? All right. So, oh boy.
Those methods. He uses a better method. Exactly, totally different.
So they ask Sneeko, he asked Uthman how to find a wife. Sneeko, he want to find a wife. I mean, I mean, those guys, they sleep with women every day, I don't know. And Muslim women, just to show you how cheap this religion is just wait. Because there's more videos to show. I mean, go.
Bless you. May Allah grant you Jannah. Ameen, Ya Rab. So, almost a week ago, you asked Sheikh Uthman how to find a good wife. So you ask him two methods to find a good wife. You ask him about dating apps. He said no. And you ask what about OnlyFans. He's like, I don't know what OnlyFans is. It's just totally fine. Yeah. Sheikh Uthman doesn't use those methods. He uses a better method.
Like what?
Exactly, totally different.
What?
That's what fits his style. Subhanallah. May Allah guide us all.
Uh-huh.
So he will wait. I'm gonna tell you the the process.
Yeah.
He is gonna wait for a friend
Uh-huh.
and see if he can help him.
Oh.
For example, a brother, which is me,
Uh-oh.
I reached out for him because he's a sheikh to fix our marriage. So what I did is I gave him my wife's number because we have some trouble I had trouble between me and my wife.
So, okay. So this guy, he have a problem with his wife, which he married through Uthman, because Uthman is a sheikh, as you see. So, which is normal for him. He have a problem. It's like, you married in a church, and the priest there, this is the priest of your church, and he is the one who married to your wife. So you're asking, can you talk to her, help us to solve the problem? So things can happen this way. Nothing wrong until now. So he is doing the right thing. I mean, he go to the sheikh who he trusts most, and he is a friend to him, and always they take pictures and they praise each other. And now he have a problem. So he went to Uthman asking for help to fix what? His marriage. Uthman, for sure, he will fix it very well.
I reached out for him because he's a sheikh to fix our marriage. So what I did is I gave him my wife's number because we have some trouble I had trouble between me and my wife. So I trusted Sheikh Uthman, I know him, and then I was on his table in Balboa Park.
MashaAllah, he's one of the du'at here. He went on a cross-country da'wah.
Look, he is praising him now. The guy, MashaAllah. The funny is, you will find every scumbag from those Muslims in YouTube, they say, MashaAllah, MashaAllah, his wife, her ass is beautiful. MashaAllah, her vagina is delicious. MashaAllah, I'm going to take her from her husband. MashaAllah, he is looking at his victim. So you see, he is praising the husband. They are friends, MashaAllah. They are a very religious community. I mean, what we can say, I mean, you have to take it as it is. MashaAllah, So, MashaAllah, etc. Man, his wife, she's something, huh? MashaAllah. Yeah, we have to praise Allah for that.
I gave him my wife's number because we have...
What you did. Hold on. So you are a Muslim conservative. You make videos to spread Islam. You grow a beard. You claim you are doing dawah. And you idiot. You gave your wife's phone number to Uthman. And what happened next?
Wait for a friend and see if he can help him. For example, a brother, which is me, I reached out for him because he's a sheikh to fix our marriage.
He will fix it.
So what I did is I gave him my wife's number
Uh-huh.
because we have some trouble I had trouble between me and my wife. So I trusted Sheikh Uthman, I know him, and then I was on his table in Balboa Park.
MashaAllah,
MashaAllah.
he's one of the du'at here. He went on a cross-country da'wah trip.
So I gave him her number,
Uh-huh.
to fix our marriage.
He fixed it
right?
very much, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
after 2 days, my wife,
Uh-huh.
she completely blocked me,
Uh-oh.
and I know nothing about her. And
Stop. I mean, let us be honest here. You ask him to fix the marriage. She fixed it. He fixed it for you. That's it. No headache. She blocked you. Now remember, this woman, she is his wife still. They are not divorced. She just left the house. So even legally in the state, she cannot go and marry a different person, you know. And even in the state, if she sleep with different men, she is fornicating, you know. This is a fornication, nothing more. So what happened now? After he gave his phone number to Sheikh Uthman, because Sheikh Uthman is the good man you can trust to speak to your wife, halal, his wife suddenly, she blocked him. She didn't want to talk to him just 2 days after. Man, Sheikh Uthman must be very fast. Don't you think, you idiot? He is speaking to her already for a long time. I think what happened, that his wife, when she is talking to him, she told him, why you don't let Sheikh Uthman to talk to me? So she want to make it like, you know, in case he discovered that he is talking to her, because there is no way. In 2 days, 48 hours, after Uthman get involved, she blocked you. Okay, what happened? So Sheikh Uthman, now he texted her, he called her, they speak, and you know the camera is on, mashallah, and he advised her to do what?
our marriage, right? And then after 2 days,
Yeah,
my wife,
mm-hmm.
she completely blocked me,
Yeah.
and I know nothing about her.
Oof.
And I told Sheikh Uthman, what happened? Why she doesn't talk to me? She's like, she doesn't want you, that's it. Yeah.
Sheikh Uthman, he was sent to fix it. He told him, just don't talk to her, man. She don't want you. That's it. No negotiation. Why? Because Uthman, he took the wife.
Yeah, don't bother her anymore. I'm like, okay. I was like, okay, well, this is my fate. So I got suspicious a little bit. Like, what's going on? So somebody told me that she got married, like after a month of.
What? Somebody told him, I'm just showing you what he's on top, married as a second wife, and she cannot reveal his identity. So he's talking about a video made by his wife, speaking that she got married to a husband, but she cannot reveal his identity. Remember Lily Dawa making a video about secret wife? This is the Islamic society. Oh boy. So listen, the wife, she made a video saying that she got married, but you cannot get married. You are still married. How you get married? You're not divorced yet. And she cannot reveal the one who married her. Why? Because it's secret marriage. Okay. So now this guy, he became more suspicious. Why she do not reveal the name of the husband? What's going on?
Me of our separation. I was like, this is weird. This is not Islamic way. And then she's still my wife. Why? She married somebody else.
How she married?
This is weird. She's a very private person. She doesn't talk to.
I can tell she is very private, especially when we hear her video. You can tell, man. I mean, this woman, she is a private. No comment.
Any guys, okay? So subhanallah.
She didn't talk to any guy. She talked only to Sheikh Uthman, you know. I want to ask you how you met her. As long as she didn't talk to any guy. Aren't you a guy too? Or at that day when she started to talk to you, at that time you were a girl. She didn't talk to any guys. Mean. Yeah, you remind me of a joke, like, you know, the guy, he told his friend that his fiancée is virgin. He said, really? I said, yeah. I said, how you know? She said she never saw a private mind like this before. I mean, she saw like 1,000 private part before. I'm not going to the dirty word, but she never noticed something like this before. She is a virgin, man. She is very virgin. Okay. So, sorry for, tell us the story. Go ahead.
Of our separation. I was like, this is weird. This is not Islamic way. And then she's still my wife. Why? She married somebody else. I'm like, this is weird. She's a very private person. She doesn't talk to any guys. Okay? So subhanallah, I did some research and I found out that Uthman married my wife.
How he can marry her? She's married.
Instead of fixing my marriage, he married her. Still, she's still married to me.
Look, Uthman, he married the married women. Married to you? Can you repeat the sentence?
This is not Islamic way. And then she's still my wife. Okay. I was like, okay, well, this is my fate. So I got suspicious a little bit. Like, what's going on? So somebody told me that she got married, like after a month of our separation. I was like, this is weird. This is not Islamic way. And then she's still my wife. Why? She married somebody else. I'm like, this is weird. She's a very private person.
Very private.
She doesn't talk to any guys.
Absolutely.
Okay? So subhanallah, I did some research and I found out that Uthman married my wife. Instead of fixing my marriage, he married her.
Excuse me. This is the very much perfect fixing. What are you talking about? He fixed everything. I mean, he was busy for the last 48 hours fixing stuff. What are you talking about, Secret wife, and, this is, by the way, it's a crime in California. You can go to jail, and the police should investigate, because now, actually, there's a proof of it. Later, you will hear a phone conversation between him and Uthman. He forced Uthman to divorce his wife. This guy, obviously, he blackmailed him. He will report him to the authority. So Uthman, he recorded Uthman divorcing his wife. But I don't want to burn the movie for you. You cannot tell the Arab a movie. You cannot take him. He will tell you the movie before you watch it. Anyway, so what happened?
So subhanallah, I did some research and I found out that Uthman married my wife. Instead of fixing my marriage, he married her. Still, she's still married to me. Islamically, she's still married to me. Subhanallah, may Allah guide him. I don't know, subhanallah, this is not Islamic.
Do you think Allah did not guide him by making this happening and fixing your wife? What are you talking about? Isn't it the Quran says everything happened to you by the will of Allah? Bad or good? Now you deny destiny? It's destiny. When they asked Muhammad about fornication, he says every human being, he have his portion of adultery, which he must commit as his fate. So this is Allah, Allah, he made this happen, brother. Allah behind it. Allah made you give his phone number to your wife. I think he have it already. Allah made him, like each other to go to bed. And Allah, made him fix the problem. So what happened?
My wife. Instead of fixing my marriage, he married her. Still, she's still married to me. Islamically, she's still married to me. Subhanallah, may Allah guide him. I don't know, subhanallah, this is not Islamic. This is not, I don't know what to say. Subhanallah.
Not Islamic. Isn't it your prophet, he took his own son wife? What are you talking about? Isn't it your prophet, he went to his own son wife when she was at the house of the husband, and he flirted with her, and he said to her, please be to Allah, the one who made my heart to flip for you. See, Allah is the one who made his heart to flip for her, and his penis too. Come on, brother. This is very Islamic. What are you talking about? If your prophet did it, why Uthman, the ketchup boy, would not do it? He was catching up with your wife.
So this is the way that Uthman pick up his wives. And guess what? She's the second wife. And then this is the testimony of my wife, that how did she find the new husband.
Oh, Now listen, guys, his wife is the one, she is very private. Remember, he said she is very private. She don't talk about anyone, but she is posting this online. Listen.
You judge. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam.
So I'm a second wife. My husband had a first wife before we got married. Him and I were not looking to get married, like, at all. There was a guy that was trying to marry me, and he gave...
There was a guy, he was trying to marry me. See, I told you, this is not 48 hours. You see? There is a guy, he was trying to marry me. And she is talking about what's going on when she is married. There's a guy who is trying to marry me. Simply, she is cheating with him. He's, they are, So there's a guy trying to marry me, but she is married. How he is trying to marry her, and how it is that he is trying to marry her, and she is married, and Uthman, he just got the phone number 48 hours, as the guy said. So obviously, they are talking to each other, and there is some kind of shukutuku for a while. So this is the wife telling her story, how she found the new husband in eBay.
Of me, of our separation. I was like, this is weird. This is not Islamic way. And then she's still my wife. Why? She married somebody else. I'm like, this is weird. She's a very private person. She doesn't talk to any guys. Okay? So subhanallah, I did some research and I found out that Uthman married my wife. Instead of fixing my marriage, he married her. Still, she's still married to me. Islamically, she's still married to me. Subhanallah. May Allah guide him. I don't know. Subhanallah. This is not Islamic. This is not... I don't know what to say.
That's not Islamic, absolutely. Yeah.
So this is the way that Uthman pick up his wives. And guess what? She's a second wife. And then this is the testimony of my wife, that how did she find the new husband. You judge. Assalamu alaikum.
So I'm a second wife. My husband had a first wife before we got married. Him and I were not looking to get married, like, at all. There was a guy that was trying to marry me, and he gave my current husband my number, saying, please call her for me, blah, blah, blah.
Did you hear it? This guy is telling the truth. There's a guy trying to marry me, and my husband gave him the number. He's not lying. This is what happened. We just heard it. You know what? I have a headache. I don't want to go online, but I saw this story. I said, I better go. I was planning to go tomorrow. I have a light headache, but my brother, your wife, she made my headache fly. So your wife, she just said that the guy you gave the number of your wife to him, already he is trying to marry her. Trying. And the husband, he gave her new husband the number, and he said to her, call her. That's a good one. I love it.
So I'm a second wife. My husband had a first wife before we got married. Him and I were not looking to get married, like, at all.
Just a casual sex, we are not looking to get married. Yeah. It's just like boom, boom, here, there, Like, are you bored? Okay, join in the board. Take a ticket. All right.
That how did she find the new husband? You judge. Assalamu alaikum.
So I'm a second wife. My husband had a first wife before we got married. Him and I were not looking to get married, like, at all. There was a guy that was trying to marry me, and he gave my current husband my number, saying, please call her for me, blah, blah, blah. And he called me. He was like, look, I'm only calling you because this guy won't get off my butt. And we talked.
Uthman, he told you that this guy, he didn't want to get off his butt? That is very sexual too. What do you mean his butt?
For like 2 hours. We ended up really being fond of each other.
Uh-oh. It took Uthman 2 hours? Guys, he called the women because the husband asked him to call the wife. After 2 hours, they are in love. 2 hours. How many days? How many days? 2 hours. I mean, she must be very decent. Listen, she knew she is married. She knew that this guy, the sheikh, after 2 hours, Uthman, he said to her, do you like me? Do you? Do you? Do you miss me? Do you? Do you? Do you want me? Do you? Do you? Let us do it. Let us do it. Let me do you? She answered, yes, I do. I mean, Prophet Muhammad took him longer.
And he called me. He was like, look, I'm only calling you because this guy won't get off my butt. And we talked for like 2 hours. We ended up really being fond of each other. He told me, I'll find a husband for you. I said, okay.
So this idiot, he gave the phone number to Uthman. Uthman, he called the women. 2 hours, they like each other. And Uthman, he said, I will find your husband. Just worry. You know, I'm coming to you tonight to find your husband.
I'll make sure you approve. He said, no, I'm going to find a husband for you.
Oh, no, listen. She said to him, I want to be sure that you approve. Uthman have to approve the husband. He is her daddy, mommy, daddy, family. Uthman. You see what is the duty of Uthman in San Diego? He is working so hard.
I said, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then we ended up getting married.
We ended up getting married. That's it? You jumped there? What happened between? Come on. What do you mean? All of this is in a few days? You know, Uthman, he married her for a few weeks, and this guy, he forced him to divorce, otherwise he will report him. So the guy, he dumped her. So they want to go to jail, you know. So, and he recorded the phone call, actually. You will hear the phone calls.
Ask him again why you divorced your second wife 15 days ago.
How many wives do you have?
One. Alhamdulillah. You know.
You will notice how the liar, it took him some time to think about it. You see? Notice. The idiot Nico, he asked the question, right? Why Uthman is pausing to think what he will say. Notice with me carefully.
One. Alhamdulillah.
See? See the fake answer? Listen.
How many wives do you have?
One. Alhamdulillah. You know, I have a wife, alhamdulillah. I have kids, I'm happy. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
One is plenty.
Well, I don't know.
So in Islam, the man, there's nowhere in any hadith, there's nowhere in any verse in the Quran that states that a woman has to give permission to her husband for him to get a second wife. For a man to get a wife without asking his first, because nowhere does it say that.
The second wife is the other guy wife now. The same woman. We heard her before. So this is the wife they are fighting over, which is wife for both now. So look, she is educated in Islam, you know. Uthman, he told her, you know, my wife, she do not need permission from, you know, from her. I do not need permission from my wife to have you. Listen, we can have secret marriage, all right? Just let us go to bed.
In the Quran that states that a woman has to give permission to her husband for him to get a second wife. For a man to get a wife without asking his first, because nowhere does it say that, right? Verbal commitment to you. And me and my husband have made a deal that if I am starting to fall...
Look at the deal. Uthman, not only he took the women from her husband, he is putting condition that he might take another woman. Who is this Uthman? They are fighting over him.
And me and my husband have made a deal that if I am starting to fall behind and I'm not doing my due diligence as a wife...
What is that exactly? Besides washing dishes, what are you talking about? Can you give us more details in diligence as a wife? What's that? But what are you not doing? What is the intelligent? If you don't do it, he would find a third wife. What is that? Christian Prince, First of all, to the private content and it not out them. Abdul, they put them online. I mean, don't you see the video is online? They are talking online to millions of people. This is not a private topic no more. Don't you see? Are you stupid? Get a breath. First of all, don't insult me. I'm not stupid. I'm a doctor. I get a degree. What is the degree? I don't have a degree. The donkey ate it. I told you once at a time that the liar always they see the donkey ate the Abdul, don't talk about donkey eating stuff. I can show you the Quran been eaten by a goat. Are you saying to me that Uthman and Aisha and all of them they are lying because they are the one who said that the Quran like being eaten by the goat? Get them breath. Sorry. No, I said to you the donkey ate my degree. You said this is the proof that you are a liar. Always those who lie, they say this. Donkey ate their degree. Here we go. The Quran is the highest degree. And who is the one who said the goat ate it? Aisha and Uthman. And then, so you Muslims, you just accuse your prophet wife that she is a liar, man. How you do that? Get them breath. You are telling the topic. And then the topic. Okay, let me watch the video then. Just give us a break. The woman she is talking, she could put condition in the husband that if she is not doing her intelligent, Zakir, by the way, what that word mean? Good Prince, first of all, you need a permission from your parent to explain to you. What permission from my parent? What do you think I am? I am 6 years old, mature. First of all, there is no proof that you are 30 years old. What's wrong with you? Do you want to show you? Prince, respect yourself. Okay, so what are you talking about? As long as I'm 6 years old, like Aisha, she was 6 years old when she got married, she was mature, for God. So tell me what the intelligent of this woman, what she would do exactly. Good Prince, I have to go because I have to wash dishes. Now I know the intelligent of the husband in Islam. What is left is the intelligent of women. Let us see.
That he will warn me beforehand, and if he ever wants a third wife, he will let me know before it happens. And
if you want a third wife, he will let her know? What's wrong with those people? They live in America. Those people live in San Diego. She told Uthman that if you want to find third wife, he will let her know, because now she don't trust him. Already he have her as a second wife, as a secret wife.
he swore to Allah for that. That's the best
He swore to Allah? He did?
can do to prevent him from getting another. But also, my husband, he's got the money for 2, but he don't got the time for 3. He does.
Uthman, shame on you. You have the money for 2, but you don't have time for 3? Sorry, he have money. He have money for 3, but he don't have time. So she is relaxed, like she's. I mean, he can squeeze sometimes. What are you talking about? I mean, he can spend with you a half hour instead of 1 hour. I mean, what are you talking about? The time always there. Listen.
He doesn't have the time to be able to split it between 3 women. He just doesn't. He barely has the time to split it between her and I and 4 children.
And now you will see the last series in the movie. This guy, he forced Uthman to divorce his wife.
Okay, let's get to the subject here. Can you ask Uthman how did he meet his second wife?
How?
What method he used? Let him answer you. And then ask me how did he find her. Let's see how does it go. Does it match or no? And you're gonna tell me like, oh, this guy is crazy, right? Okay, then if still I am crazy or he's gonna call me crazy, why he divorced her upon my request?
He divorced her upon my request.
Give talaq 3 times.
I give her talaq.
3 times.
3 times.
I divorced her 3 times.
You heard it?
Yeah, talaq, please.
Talaq. Done?
Okay, done.
See? So he forced Uthman to divorce his wife. So Uthman, he slept with this woman for some time. And this guy, obviously, because this is not legal in California, Muslims, they can marry a second wife. But there is something very important. This woman, she is still married. And even if she is divorced, she have to wait for 3 months after the divorce. But the guy did not divorce her. This guy did not divorce his wife yet. So Uthman, he committed fornication according to Islam. because he married a married woman. She's not divorced. Number two, even if she is married, he cannot marry her. Sorry, even if she's divorced, still he cannot marry her because he have to wait 3 months. He got her just a few weeks, 4 weeks maximum, after she left her husband's house. And now the husband, he is forcing Uthman to divorce the wife, and then you need to ask yourself why. Either Uthman, he is afraid from this guy, he threatening him, and I find that the easiest way is to report him to the police. He can stay in jail for good time. You know, this is a crime. It's a felony in USA to have multiple wives, and he committed a crime. And there is no need for a proof. I mean, it's in the front of, you know, here we go. The wife is there, the husband is there, the Uthman is there, the recording is there. This guy is recording the calls. And now he made Uthman, because in Islam you can't just divorce a woman by saying the words. He made Uthman divorce his wife. So now he have a proof that Uthman, he married his wife because now he made him divorce her. You will not divorce a woman she are not married to, you, right? So it's a messed up story. He married his second wife while she is still married to someone else. What a big sin a man can do.
You heard it?
Yeah, طلاق 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 طالق طالق طالق. Please.
طلاق 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 طالق طالق طالق. Done?
Okay, done.
According to the Quran, Uthman and that woman, they should be stoned to death. Low class idiot. According to the Sharia law, if we can consider it a law, the law of an idiot, Uthman and that woman, because she is married, and he claimed that he married her, but this is cannot be marriage because simply this is nothing but fornication. You don't marry a married woman. So he slept with married women, which is according to the Quran. Actually, not the Quran. The Quran doesn't never mention that. This is the Hadith. Uthman shall be stoned to death. According to USA law, he shall go to jail. So they post this online, inviting the public to talk about their scandals, and then the Muslim says to you, you are low class to talk about it. Well, you are low class to do it. For us, we are here to expose your lies. Your sheikhs are nothing but a bunch of scumbags. They speak about Allah day and night. They grow a beard, and they claim that they want to convert people to have the guidance, and yet your people are not guided. Those are supposedly the best of your men. So the Muslim community, we can say with no question, it's screwed up. Cheating, sleeping around, women, and what they do, they convince themselves that they are not really doing sleeping around. It's a second wife. You know, it's marriage. So now he convinced her that he is marrying her, but she should know, and she is adult, unless she is 6 years old, that she is still married. And even if she is still, even if he divorces her, she cannot marry until 3 months pass. And we can find the verse from the Quran. You know, we have war in Gaza, and Muhammad Hijab is so upset from the rabbi, and you know, yet those guys, they have time for this garbage.